There's a beautiful thing to, you want the artist to do one thing, that's create, write, and not have anything get in the way. You don't want any roadblocks. But you also want everything to sound good because, as everybody knows, if you're even recording at home, when it sounds good in your headphones, you play better, you're more inspired. And I think we get people there quicker because of the effort we put in trying to find those things. Where does it sound good? What mic works in this room? What mic works on that? What do we have? How do we take care of the artist? Yes, it's a studio and it's a business, but we're trying to make art at the end of the day. Commerce will come, but we want you to be able to stretch your wings and do whatever you need. I am Sam Melrod. I am the manager at Soultrain Sound Studios, which we are sitting in right now. This building does have an interesting history. It started out in 1982. It was created by Randy Scruggs, the son of Earl Scruggs, the banjo player. And he put together a really cool studio that was home to like Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Johnny Cash, a lot of folk and country stars at the time. And it stayed active for 20-some, 30 years. Up until 2014. The most notable thing that was done here was Will the Circle Be Unbroken, which was like the We Are the World of country music. It had Johnny Cash, Ricky Skaggs, Levon Helm was there. So a lot of people came through here. Johnny Cash tripped on that little step over there. Randy became sick. The studio kind of got locked up, but our owner luckily was able to strike a deal and come into possession with it, but he knew that he'd have to put a lot of work in. So even though it was an amazing floor plan and it sounded great and it was, used forever on these countless records, it needed a lot of TLC. It took a bit under 2 years to really get this place looking like this. I mean, there was burlap on the walls. It was rough. But not much has changed in terms of what you see right now in terms of the floor plan. With a couple exceptions of bass trapping and gear, of course. This room just sounds good. It's just they got it right the first time, and we didn't need to do too much. It's one of those things, you don't know what you're gonna hear until you put mics up, and you're like, that's our room. Now we have it dialed down to a science where things sound best. And I love this room. When we built this place, we wanted the lounge to be pretty. And when people walk in, they go, okay, this is nice. I don't feel like I'm in like a boys club kind of, old school studio, which has its place. I love it. But not everybody else does. So we went with a very boutique look. We hired a interior designer who decked it out, and it looks, as you can see, beautiful. And then as you come towards the control room, you're greeted by this giant glass door. And our control room is pretty much the same as it originally was, with the exception of these bass traps here in the back. And our giant rack of gear, which does revolve, but certain ones have stayed and they're not going anywhere. Most importantly, our rack of Undertone pre's, which are pretty much the workhorse preamps of the studio. Not to say the other ones don't get used every day, but we are in love with those things. They work on everything. They don't sound bad on anything. They got us there quick. There's not a source they can't handle. He did an amazing job. He's also a drummer, so he knows what he wants, and that makes every drummer happier. We have our 4000E that we love. This is our baby. Without this, we have no studio. We have our EMT 250, our EMT 140 in the back. Additionally, one of our big flexes is our PMC MB3s, which are probably the best sounding speakers in the world. I'll just come in here and listen to them. They don't lie, but they make you feel good about when you do something good. People will also book this studio primarily for the use of these speakers. So if people want to listen to their album that they just cut, but they haven't released yet, they'll have a party here and listen in the room. It's really like we have playback sessions, and we are known because this room, control room, is one of the best sounding control rooms in town. Mixed with these, it's unbeatable. We wanted something that reflected the room very precisely. Does this room have low end? Yeah, it does. Well, did the speakers show that off right? Yeah, they do. They should. This is what the room should sound like. This is what the bass response is. So there's a lot of thought, and these just were a 10 out of 10 for this room. One of the coolest parts of this room, Steve Durr, you have to give it up to Steve Durr, the man who designed the room, is when you are sitting here, and I know this because when Michael came to tune the mains, we'd always heard this, but we didn't know for sure. It reads the same here as it reads there. The couch it's the same thing, maybe a decimal off, which is, I mean, it's not luck, you know, these things aren't luck, but there's an aspect of luck that is amazing, because now you have artists who can sit on the couch and you don't feel like, man, am I sitting in a bass trap? No, you can sit back comfortably and listen accurately to your mixes, to whatever. And that is an amazing thing to have. I wouldn't have any other speakers, and they just have a great footprint. They look good. They look like jet engines. Check us out on, check us out on Reverb. We're selling the whole studio. Check us out on Instagram. You can go to our website. It's soultrain.com, soultrainsoundstudios.com. And if you want to book a session, let us know. We're around, and come hear what I'm bragging about. Yeah, I dare you.